John McCain with Bob Schieffer on Face the Nation.
Senator McCain, I want to ask you about the use of the term community organizer. We heard Rudy Giuliani talk about Barack Obama being a community organizer, and he sort of did it in a sort of a denigrating way, and the audience sort of giggled when he said that. And then we heard Governor Palin talk about being a mayor, and she said that's being a community organizer with responsibilities. You know, I know a lot of people who think being a community organizer is a pretty good thing to do. I know in your speech at the end, one of the parts that I liked most was when you called on Americans, if you want to make things better, enlist in the military, teach, help somebody that's hungry. Why would they use that term in that way?
I think, Bob, first of all, I meant every word of my speech. The people who serve causes greater than themselves are the happiest in the world. I think what happened was it was a reaction to the Obama campaign saying and denigrating the fact that she had been mayor of a small town. Now, that was an attack that immediately was launched against her, which I obviously, the fact that she's the most popular governor in America and knows more about energy than anyone else in America at that level, in my view. But so I think it was a reaction to the denigration of her role as mayor, but I know that she shares my respect for all people and appreciation for all people who have served their community and their nation. And as you know, she's got a son who's doing that.
I'm going to say something about this, if I may, because I have a very strong reaction to this in a larger context in the whole discussion of community organizers, which is that for some time now, the Republican Party has been first attacking viciously and personally and in an inappropriate way, and then secondly saying, we don't bear any moral responsibility for what we just did. You made us do it. It's like the rapist who says that she was wearing a short skirt. It's not my fault.
Yeah.
So what John McCain is doing here is saying that Rudy Giuliani is not to blame. I am not to blame. My speechwriters are not to blame. Sarah Palin is not to blame. They made us do it because they were insufficiently respectful of her small-town background. And that, to me, is so characteristic of the underlying conservative ethos of not bearing any personal responsibility.
Yeah.
The opposite of traditional conservatism. I'm not responsible for my actions because you made me do it. That's my reaction to this clip.
Yeah, and that's a lot of how this campaign has been run and will be run. It seems that they're going to be reacting in juvenile ways to what the Democrats are saying, and having a playback for that is going to be tough for the Democrats because they take it right down to another level immediately, and the Democrats then will have to go down into that with them. One of the other striking things, RJ, about what McCain said was that he claims, in his view, John McCain, that Sarah Palin knows more about energy than anyone else in America at that level. If this is really what John McCain believes, this is a frightening piece of information. It is. You know, I mean, there are a ton of people in America, and there are a ton of Republicans, I'll even give him that, who know more about energy than Sarah Palin does. And that is really what's important about what he said.
That, absolutely. That and the fact that they seem to think it's okay to equate her job that she had 2 years ago with the job that Barack had when he was 22.
Right. Well, that's another. They keep giving us things that are just astonishing, and even from the top of their ticket, which is what we should be paying attention to. We should be paying attention to what John McCain is saying, not so much about what Sarah Palin has done or is saying. We should talk about really all the time about what President McCain is saying, or presidential candidate, God forbid. Also, I like when he said that the happiest people in America are people who are, you know, serving their country or giving. I'm paraphrasing now, but if you watched that campaign, the happiest people in America or that convention looked like white male American Republicans. If you watched that convention on television,
they don't serve the country all year round.
No, they don't. They didn't have a worry in the world.